Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, check! Check, man, Mustang 19!
Adams, the man in motion right.
Check! Unlock line, unlock!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor. Able to avoid him at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, good move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
And we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 70 Rangers.
They'll set up a throw.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 tight. Ready, go.
They're going to look to throw.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hawk 70. 18 Rattler. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. How about that? Their quarterback with
touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
On the ready.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
60 Bison. 18 Cardinal.
Tua now on first down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it's on his one drive, he burned on him, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Third and 12. They'll set up to throw. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks
inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. On the left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
26-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
The Seahawks hit 6-5 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From the 25, here's a second down and 9.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they'll shift things around. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Throw out wide to Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Tua sets up to pass it. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 33.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. No, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On second down, Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
79 Broncos, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 70. Go.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
Come 19, come 19.
Now Tua. Going deep for Walker. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball, overthrown. And that's what you've got to be able to hit on.
Myers' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Seven Pirates.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up a throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Come on.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Tua, a final shot before half. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Buccaneers, 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
18 rattlers.
2 and now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Tua going to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. Harrison Bryant from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
19 Lions.
2nd and 9 now. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's a throw. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over first down.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is a former defensive back. I'm not know much of physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Trap 60.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you do?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18 rattle, 18 rattle. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Straight ahead, Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, it's hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, it's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On third down, here's Walker. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on fourth down. They won on two fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this is pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about.
He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An explosive 38-yard pickup. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Buccaneers.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and have done so with ease.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go now.
Here's first down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know